Does this mean that Tua Tagovailoa is out? Might be, could be. I'm not a guy who says absolutely, but you may as well get something for him right now and start completely from the ground floor up. What the hell have you got to lose? I mean, the only good thing that the Dolphins fans have right now is the franchise recently announced that they're not going to raise ticket prices for 2026. So you have to get rid of McDaniel. He proved in the Thursday night game that he is simply not a head coach in the NFL. Mike McDaniel, and look, he never stole a freight train. He's probably a nice guy, but he's never going to be a head coach in the National Football League ever again. He got his chance. He rose through the assistant ranks, and he came up, and people thought this was a guy who was ready. He's not in any sense of the word. He's not a leader. He's not a tactical leader, and he's not the kind of a guy that you want in the locker room looking at a bunch of players saying, we need to do better. That hasn't worked. In the locker room, they have absolutely zero respect for Mike McDaniel because he hasn't earned any respect. So when you get rid of him and clean house, you may as well go ahead and start fresh. Now, Tua is, of course, signed, so that means you have to trade him and you have to find somebody who wants him or you have to live with him. Right now, the Dolphins are going to look at who they can trade on the underside. Who now is an availability to go that they can build through the draft. But then again, you need to have somebody in charge. And right now, it doesn't make a difference who you put in charge. There's just going to be a lot of preparation right now aiming at the NFL draft, aiming at free agency, aiming at what they can find. The biggest issue in all of this for the Miami Dolphins is not necessarily that Chris Grier was the wrong guy for the job, that Mike McDaniel was the wrong guy for the job. The biggest issue here is the owner of the Miami Dolphins, Stephen Ross. Look, and again, here's a gentleman I've never met, and this is not personal at all, but this is based on a football commentary. When it comes to running this team, you suck, sir. You've done a terrible job.